Hey guys, it's your boy Jayson Kymani. Today I'm going to be showing you how to configure Dsl because NAT overload. Alright, and we'll be using this mini topology for our tutorial today. As you can see, here is an ISP, and here we get clean 1 and clean 2 using Dsl modems. Alright guys, and here's a cloud, a 1 emulation which will present a cloud. Right, it's been connected from fast internet 0/0 to the internet part of the cloud internet 6. Alright, I'm going to configure a cloud. What we need configuring cloud is we come to Dsl, simply add the port. Here I add port 4 and I add port 5 too. That is all we need to configure in a Dsl model. Alright, now I'll begin by configuring an ISP first before I go to clean 1 or clean 2. Alright guys, before I do that, I'm gonna add a switch model to this router. So I turn off my router face, check it out, switch model. Alright, I'm gonna add the 15 port switch model to this router. I turn it on. Okay, now what am I going to do? Connect from fast internet 1/0 to my DNS server, and I connect these two to my PC, and I'm going to connect my console cable to the console port of my router. Alright, now first thing I'm going to do, I enter my PC, desktop, terminal, here, correct, and go direct to my configuration. No, I don't do that. I enable config T. Alright, host name, ISP. Alright, that's an ISP. I'm just gonna configure line con 0, line con 0, password, this one, Cisco. Yeah, that should be at the login process. Yeah, my line VGY to line VGY. That should be 0/2. Password Cisco again. Should be at the login process too. While I do right. Enable secret. Enable secret. That should be Cisco too. And this time around I do service password encryption. Right, and exit. Config T, configuration terminal. Alright, now I'm going to configure my interface. Fast internet 0/0. Interface fast internet 0/0. IP add. We need to assign the IP address of 1.1.1.1. So I'm going to 255.255.0.0. No short, so to turn on my interface up. Alright, I'll do right again. Let's make sure you save your work while you're doing configuration. Alright guys, now this time around I'm going to configure the switch port model which I just created. So before I do that, I'm supposed to configure a DHCP pool. So IP exit IPG DHCP pool. That should be ISP. Alright, network. should be 1.1.1.0 submap 255.255.0.0. Alright, with the default gateway of 1.1.1.1 and DNS server, which is 10.10.10.2. Yeah, we're gonna use 10.10.10.2 for a DNS server. Alright, do right, exit. Right now I'm going to configure the switch model we added to router. So before I do that, I will create a VLAN interface, VLAN 10. Here our VLAN is going to be 10. I give an IP address of 192 or not 192 10.10.10.1, so map of 255.255.255.0. Alright, and I give the command hold shut. It's not gonna work because the switch port module needs to be configured too. Alright, I just do right, exit. Now I configure my interface range on the switch port model I added to my router. So how is this done? I do simply go to interface range, fast internet 1/0 to 15 here, and then I give one switch port access VLAN 10. The VLAN 10 we just created. So what I'm doing here is like assigning all these ports, all the ports and my router should fall under the VLAN 10 I just created. So I enter, automatically link change, interface link change, interface VLAN 10 change state to up. Automatically it is 10 up, but my interfaces are still down. So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to give the command no shut. Alright, you can see all the interfaces are all up. Alright, and I do right now. Okay, and you see it is up. So since I don't want to add anything like a switch, another switch, I'm going to give a command spanner tree port first. I don't want to add anything like a switch, that's why you see me doing it. Alright, do right, exit. Okay, right, that was that for a router. I go now to my DNS server. I'm going to name this DNS server. Alright, so I come to my DNS server. Desktop, I assign an IP address statically. So a DNS server is going to have an address of 110.10.10.10.2, like we did design when creating a DHCP pool on an ISP. It's 255.255.0. Right, with the gateway of 10.10.10.1. Right, that's going to be DNS2. Alright, and I closed. Here I now come to configuration of my DNS server. It is on. I turn it on. Right, it's going to be www.globalconfig. So the address is going to be 10.10.10.2. Save, and I add. That is that for DNS server. Alright, and I come now to our HTTP. Welcome to Cisco. I don't use this. Welcome to global config. Welcome to globalconfig.com. Alright, I want to add something on this HTML language. I'm just gonna like click here, view page source, right? Copy the whole show, copy, come back to my DNS server, and I paste, and that is that. I'm gonna like try to access my DNS server. You're gonna see a whole bulky note, a whole bulky page. I'm gonna see. All right, guys. Now we left with something. No. That's just that. Okay. Now we need to configure our clean one. So I'm gonna connect my Dsl modem to a cloud using the phone cable to modem 4 to my DNS server, and now I'm going to use a straight copper straight through cable to connect to my fast internet 0/0. All right, now this time around, so I'm going to add a switch port module to this router. I turn it on. Alright, it is on. So here we go for configuration of our clean one router. It is still booting. Alright, boot complete. No, enable, perfect G. Alright, I'm a host name. That should be C1, clean one. Host name not well as host name C1. Alright, I just go direct to the configuration. I'm not going to do basic configuration. I just go straight forward to like assigning IP address to the ports. So now what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to give interface fast internet 0/0 IP add. It should be DHCP, and I give it command no shut. Alright, doing this is simple because I want my router, my C1, to receive its IP address from this ISP. So we are not to assign any IP address. Our ISP is going to give it whatsoever the ISP design is going to issue the address to a C1 router. Alright, I do right, exit. Right now this time around, so I'm going to do something similar like when I just did in my on the ISP. That is like configure my VLAN. So I'm going to create a VLAN this time around, interface VLAN 20, IP address 192.168. Let me see, .1.1 255.255.255.0. Alright, I have to do right. Okay, so now this time around, the switch port model we added is supposed to be configured now. So what I'm going to do right now, is given the same command I gave, interface range fast internet 1/0 to 15, switch port to access VLAN 20 here, and I give it command no shut to. Alright, I do right. Okay, now a VLAN has been created. So I'm going to create now, and I'm going to create a DHCP server under this my VLAN. So I exit IP DHCP C1. Right, network. This 192.168.1.0. So I'm at 255.255.255.0. Alright, and a default period of 192.168.1. Right, and a DNS server of 10.10.10.2, and I do right, exit. Alright, and that was that for the moment. Right now I'm going to add two end devices. I'm going to add two end devices, two pieces. Right, and I use my cable to connect them so as to receive IP address from the DHCP pool we just created. So beginning from 1.0 to like this here, 1.1, connect to my PC. Alright. Okay. So next thing I'm supposed to do, so like check connectivity, but it's still blinking. Alright, since I don't want to add anything like a switch, I'm just supposed to give this planetary port first. Planetary port first. Incomplete. Close to check if this come. Alright, this come, no need to give that again because I can likely add a switch ports module so as to increase or expand my connection. I come here, desktop, DHCP request, successful, request to successful. Alright, I'm gonna try to do something right now. So ping default gateway to 168 offset 1. Ping successful. Alright, I'm come here 1.2. Ping 1.2. Reply successful, but this time around if I say ping at GNS7 10.10.10.2, it won't work. Here we see request timeout, request timeout, request timeout. Why? Because it can't work. It's not going to work. Alright, what we're supposed to do now is to configure NAT. So I'll go into my router, simply type access list 1 permit. It's going to permit some the network we created on our VLAN, which is 192.168.1.0. and I'm going to put a YCAS MAC 0.0.0.255 here. Then next I'm going to give IPNAT command, IPNAT inside source is 1 to my interface fast internet 0/0. Alright, so I come and I give interface VLAN. Is it VLAN 20? Your VLAN 20 interface VLAN 20 IPNAT inside, then interface first internet 0 0/0 IP net outside. Right, exit. Alright, now we'll try to ping again at DNS server. I come back to this PC, enter ping 10.10.10.2. Alright, you can see the reply is moving, so everything is moving, and that is race to our net configuration. Alright, if we come here to I do see reply successful. Okay. Alright, what we're going to do right now is check if our web is moving. So I'm going to type www.globalconfig.com. Check this out. Notice that welcome to globalconfig.com. Open doors to new opportunities my way, and with bulky configuration, configuring per VLAN STP. See, I got a bulky web page, so our configuration is working up normal. So now we're going to check. Just going to show show my running config. Yeah, okay, THP see running. Okay, automatically you can see IP NAT source list 1 interface version 0/0 is overloaded. We didn't give aside command, but it did that automatically. Right, that was that. You can see access list 1 permitting 192.168.1.0 network. Alright, and the same thing is supposed to be doing here, and everything is gonna move abnormal, and you can still, like in trial as we're saying, expand your network. You can still expand your network here by simply adding a router. Here, then using this cable, copper crossover MLC cable, fast 0/0 to 0/02, and you do some configuration that is like simply expanding. You know, in my next tutorial I'm going to show you how to do that. That is like enable this other network here to also get access to a DNS server. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching the tutorial. Hope this helped you in one way or another, so you can like try to watch the tutorial and try to configure this client too. Thanks so much for watching the tutorial. Hope it helped you in one way or another.